The Imperial Beach Library holds a special place in Serge Dedina's heart. The mayor grew up in the old library, spending a lot of time there. So renovating this building has been a centerpiece of his effort to renovate his hometown.
Everybody got it. You don't need to make it fancy, but you need to make it accessible, colorful, warm, and friendly, and a resource for everybody.
County officials, businesses, community advocates all brought in and spent millions to turn this community hub into something special.
And it helped us fuse everything that we did in Imperial Beach over the last 8 years to really renovate and just restore this beautiful dynamic we have in Imperial Beach of the ocean and the community, and doing things that made the city better for every part of the city. And that's what this is about.
Dedina's energy and ability to build coalitions exemplified how San Diego's southernmost beach community changed during his tenure. The library, senior center, and park are a focal point, but not the only measure of success. His community-based coalition building sparked reinvestment in the city. Colorful murals capture the spirit of Imperial Beach. Businesses invested in the beach town's front door. The pier is a fixture, and the surrounding area exudes life. Dedina implored those with resources to invest in the city, not just their businesses.
He's been a great voice for the city, really has been driven to bring attention to the problems that we have in our community. And so he's very much, I would say, an activist mayor.
Frank says Dedina's passion for community building and grassroots organizing put him at the forefront of her effort to open a co-op grocery store in a city that didn't have a supermarket when he took office. But there is one issue that dominated Dedina's 2 terms in office. Frank says it's cross-border sewage.
It's a serious public health issue and environmental disaster, and it really impacts people's lives. We have this wonderful beach here. Our kids and our families and tourists should be able to enjoy it every day. And yet, I know in the time that I've been here, the number of days that it's closed has really increased.
Dedina has pushed hard to fix an environmental disaster that has pummeled Imperial Beach for both of his 4-year terms. In 2018, the city sued the federal government, and an emotional Dedina took stock.
Me personally, it's a very emotional morning for me. Vivid memories of taking my kids to the emergency room. We have little kids here. Our kids are getting sick. Our lifeguard's getting sick. And it's been a long road and a really tough fight.
That lawsuit focused attention on the issue. Other South County governments joined, so did clean water groups. Dedina lobbied federal, state, and local officials for a solution as he watched the problem get worse. In April of 2020, he chided public officials for not acting.
The river flow in the Tijuana River should be 0 gallons a day during dry weather. Today, it is 60 million gallons a day. That's a minimum flow. The entire sewer system of Tijuana has collapsed, and it appears there are absolutely no efforts underway in Mexico or on the part of the U.S. federal government, the Trump administration, to actually move forward and ask for emergency repairs so we don't endure an entire summer of polluted beaches.
The first major break came in 2018 when $300 million was included in the USMCA trade deal. Dedina lobbied officials at all levels of government. By November of last year, federal officials crafted a $630 million plan to deal with the issue on both sides of the international border. Earlier this year, Mexico promised to add $147 million to fix Tijuana's sewage issues. A solution is finally in sight.
Indefatigable, never ceasing, constant.
David Gibson is the head of the Regional Water Quality Control Board.
And that's what I think that's took. This issue has been going on for a very long time. So what was different about it now? I think Serge offered that kind of perspective to elected officials in Mexico, as well as in San Diego and California and Washington, D.C.
Gibson says Dedina's drive and passion for a safe place to surf off the coast of Imperial Beach fueled the change. It finally has the South County beach town in reach of reopening ocean waters for recreation. And Dedina says the journey was uniquely Imperial Beach.
This is not anywhere else. You got to be cool and funky and grassroots and community, and that's what works here.
4 people are running to replace the incumbent, and whoever the next mayor is will find themselves surfing in Dedina's wake. Erik Anderson, KPBS News.